All right, so I'm Juho Wepselainen, I'm the director of the conference. I think I was doing some counting. I think it's like the 7th conference I'm directing. So you can see the iteration speed is quite slow. So it takes, you cannot learn everything at once. And I think I would need like 100 iterations to be good at it. But you know how it goes. Just a little bit about background of Future Frontend. So you might know that we had something called React Finland, but then we understood that we are at the dead end. It was not a very interesting conference for us anymore. So last year we did a pivot called Future Frontend. This is the second iteration of this conference. And what's the point of Future Frontend? Well, that is to, I wrote this mission, I actually forgot the exact formulation, but the point was to combine like the Finnish developers with the world in a way. So we want to bring the world here to learn from you. And in addition, we want to provide inspiration for you. So when you go home or your office or wherever you work, that you have something new in your mind. You know what's coming, what's possible. So that's sort of the gist of it, or like what's the conference about. And I hope you had 2 great days in Helsinki. So in a way, it's also like selling Finland. So we want that people come to our little country here at not center of Europe, but at the at the edge of Europe. But anyway, this kind of conference, it will be, you could do it without sponsors, but then you will not have food, you will not have after party, you will lose a lot of things. So that's why I want to first give great thanks to our sponsors. Main sponsor Digia, silver sponsors Evitec Solutions and UpCloud, bronze sponsors Toddle, Alma, Knowit and Columbia Road. So thank you for helping us to make this conference even better. So you lifted the level of the conference by a magnitude. So thank you for that. And if you were here last year, then you know that I'm trying to get a new hat. So I'm in this doctoral program. So I'm pretty close to done. I'm like 2 papers short. You know how it goes. But yeah, I didn't want to tell too much about myself. I wanted to do research on you. Because the point is, if I send you a query after the conference, nobody will answer. So now I will try to get some quantitative data out of you. We do qualitative studies at the after party. So now, let's see how this works. It's actually first, I'm testing this live. If you can go to Slido, so if it's FF2024, maybe you could try to, fill this up. Because then we can get some data, and then we can see what actually happened during the 2 days. I have to see if I can get this visible. It's present. Yeah, I think it's supposed to fill it now. So let's see. You can still fill. Yeah, that's good information for me. So this means that most of you are here for the first time. So actually, maybe that was one of the problems. So we didn't sell enough to these people that came last year. But yeah. Maybe poor conclusion, let's see. First visit to Finland, so 38%, for me that's a lot. I think it tells that we have other people than Finns here. And then how will you rate Finland? So I use this emoji scale, which is really scientific. But it seems like many people seem to like Finland, which is good, of course. You don't have to lie, remember that. Yeah, pretty good. I'm like between 4 and 5 as well. Conference food. Yeah, you like the fish? Yeah, and cauliflower if you don't eat fish. Content. Yeah, that's good, between 4 and 5. That's the target. We want to go for 4 or 5. We cannot do complete 5 because I mean, that's impossible. How likely are you to recommend the conference to a friend? Yeah, that's a good figure, because it means we might get, other people coming later on. And how would you describe the conference? Well, I think that looks good to me, because I mean our target here was to inspire people. So that's exactly in the middle. I think that's it for this part. As I told you, I will do the rest of the study at the after party. About sticks and stones. I don't know if you know the story, but 1 year I decided now we give stones to our speakers. And what happened, I didn't read the numbers online like close enough. So what we got this 1 kilo stones. It was RF 2019 or something, you remember that. And then people had to go through customs, and then they are asking like, what's this? So we didn't want to repeat that this time, so that's why we went with this wooden gift, because it's less suspicious. So for this reason, I would like to get our speakers on stage and the box. And now we have to improvise and figure out how this find the. I take this one, and now we have to share. Yeah, they have names. Yeah. Jari? Samuel. So, yeah, sorry, it takes a while. Steve. Okay. Yeah. Now it's the difficult part. Yeah, this part. So now we have to take a. Wait a minute. Actually, I think I want organizers on stage, volunteers on stage, and then we try to take a photo, a big group photo. Yeah, and now it's a sorting problem. So do we go from highest to smallest or what?
We could use some more small people.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Come stand.
Yeah, okay, let's give it a go. I think we're done. If you want, you can leave the stage. You can also stay if you want. All right, so this after party thing, I think it was maybe one of the most challenging parts of this year, because we have a little bit, let's say, limited capacity, but we have Finns, so we figured out, and programmers, so we do some buffering. So if you explicitly, if you're registered for the after party, You can get in. If you're not registered, we will figure out the solution. So you should show up at UpCloud headquarters, opposite of Momotunneli. If you know a Finn, or if you don't know a Finn, you should make a new friend and ask them about that word. I won't tell it on stage. But anyway, it's a short walk. Maybe you go to hotel. Don't be too early. Maybe 15 minutes to 6 or close to 6. And then we can, there's some food and things you have at after party. Yeah. But that's it for me. I hope that I see some of you next year. And I don't know how to end a conference. Let's say it's like kiitos. I think that's a good way to do it. So kiitos.